Okay, we are live. Welcome back, people. So, next to the Skylines build, let's roll the intro. Picked some extra nice music for this one. Well, no, the usual playlist, but perfect song to start. So, game is still paused, for good reason though. This is what we did last episode. So we have this transport hub here, nothing up there on the hill yet, because today we are going to look at this area. Actually, I want to first of all remove these trees because, yeah, I know I like saving the trees, but eventually we can just replace them as soon as we did the thing. Okay, seems the game is not ready to react yet. It always needs a while until it processes commands. So I redid this, how to call it, this winding up road thing here. And I would like to replace these roads with the bike lane ones. Surface Painter at least has loaded. Well, eventually it's going to fix itself later. So, but now we can do what I wanted to do in this episode. Let's not worry too much about the other stuff. So, we are first of all going to upgrade all these roads leading up there with bikeable roads. I mean, I redid the hillside in between episodes because this was kind of a little bit steep, and so I readjusted that with the you know, swirlies around here. Not sure if people would like to bike on that. This side turned out way better, like not that steep at all. Like you definitely could bike up and down here. But here, kind of critical, and that is alright as well. So now, deleting that, adding trees, removing these. Probably removing these because we actually want to build on this area, and that's the fastest option. But later we are definitely going to put them back. Don't worry about it. Also, not you, go away. All right, cool. So now we need a road. Placing that like 14. Okay. No clue why I did that. All to terrain height, please. Thank you. And then we put in the fish market. That building. So, taking that. Hello? Yeah. And then moving that back here. like such. And now we are back where I wanted to be. Now I want to have... Turn off these, I don't like that. Like such. Now we do... No. We do like 3 longs here. 4 there. And then 1 4 and 1 3 and then maybe something else. And now we need the tool for gravel. Actually, yeah. Like such. And now some zoning. And I want this to be organic and local produce. Yeah, got it. And now, as I said, let's put a small... yeah, such a thing there. That's probably going to work. So now we need a connection, right? I want kind of parallel to that thing. Nah, probably not the nicest idea. So let's make it a round one. Like such. And such. Nice street there. And then having... kind of a second street behind there. And now let's create some weird angles, shall we? I want this to come over in a curve. And then join up like such, and then have something roundish down, going down like this. Maybe another one here. That could be a straight. Okay, now this road I'd like to be kind of the central commercial road kind of thing, with also some what happened here? Why are you deleting that? This I want to become a leisure area. But not everywhere. But we'll get to that in a second. So parts of that I want to be normal commercials, but then mixed in leisure every now and then. And parts of it also being commercial. So let's get back to that and for example say okay, I will have to redo that, I think. So let's have tourism here. And let's have tourism over there. And then we need to repaint that area. Hold on, that's kind of critical. Really? I hate this tool. Like, this is so finicky and never probably works. Okay, so now organic and local produce and tourism here. Okay, I think that should do it. And now we can actually let's also give them both the wall-to-wall specialization for offices, so they don't get too drastic. But most of the time we are going to zone residential and commercial anyway. So, the thing is, I want to keep these houses very small. Or in general, the buildings pretty small. Just because, you know, let's make this an office. Let's make this one house. Let's make this an office. Let's make this something else. A 3x3 again here. I'm using the high and low density because those are going to become like they are their own thing. They do not differentiate between high and low density at all. They're just what they are. So I could paint them low or high density and it would always work. Let's give it a further office thing here. We need to build further. So I probably have to zone these later. But now everything is connected and I could actually run the game. And let's see how this turns out while we are going to do a bus connection. Because we definitely are going to need that. So we need another bus line. Oh, wait. Chat. You always could do that. The thing is, as long as you do not... I mean, you can stack, for example, if you have one area, you could stack industrial specialization, commercial specialization, and office specialization in the same district. Because those are not excluding each other. Same goes for residential. So pretty much all of them you could make one district and then tell them if there is industry, then do this industry. If there is commerce, then do this commerce. If there is offices, then do these kind of offices. And then if you have, yeah. So basically this is how the island was done as well. Let me show you. So you see these, yeah. This area here is one, and that's another specialization thing, and that's a third one. Let me pull up, yeah. Which one? Where is the marker for that? That's that one. So you can see this is just leisure commercial. All the others are policies within the city, right? But for these, which one is that? That's here. This is tourism commercial, wall-to-wall office. Meaning it has a tourism building here, because that is commercial, blue, and that is office. So those two have their own separate rules within the same block. So that's how that works. But, right, power. Is that an issue? Well, we could fix that instantly. Let's quickly check power. Let's go from here over there. Probably going to remove that later. That is still coming from these power lines. So eventually we are going to have power issues later. Oh, these are ugly. What are these? Get lost. They are commercial, high density. Let's rezone that, low density. Okay, now bus line. I want the first bus line to enter here. Actually go straight to the fish market, so we probably should make a road there first. Like such. And let's do So I want denser areas back here, but I want the village feel around here-ish. Also probably doing something like that. Should I connect though? Yeah, why not? Also, like such. Okay. Not one more. Like so. So yeah, there will be a few hotels. That's all right. And then bus line, right. Actually, let's delete that line. And let's redraw that entirely. So we want a new line that goes down there. Coming up here. Stopping in front of the fish market. And then going through the village. And then on the way out, back up into that thing. Let's check the line quickly. No, different. I actually want this to be a back and forth, to be honest. Let me quickly. Yeah. So what I mean by back and forth is, let me show you. We start here, we go down there. Let's say we stop here, and then we stop here, and here, and there. And then maybe, you know, beach would be nice. Have a stop there, but then going back the exact same way we came in. Hello, game? Game's lagging. Hold on. No problem. No problem. Glad you asked. I mean, I described it in the last when we did the island, but still, probably not everybody got it. So good that somebody asked. Okay, this is the line, right? So I want this to be a let's say that's a green one, a light green one, and you are going to have 3 buses on it, and those are going to be these buses. Yeah, I like. It's not that long of a route, so that should hopefully work out. So, we have kind of the higher office buildings. Higher-ish. Oh no, that's tourism. Okay. That should be... That's also tourism. Anyway, we got a big tourism tower here. The others are wall to wall. Those are offices. Yes. Now, here we have this market thing. And now we would have to play whack-a-mole a bit. Because I want more of these. Okay, so now for the residential area, actually, the denser residential area, I want this back area here. This entire thing. These things are driving me nuts. Like, so when I saw, like, for City Skylines 2 how they solved this with perfect lining and such, that was a godsend. Sadly, City Skylines 2 has other issues. Did we again delete this area there? That sucks. Let's fill that in again. Let's eventually make it bigger so it doesn't disappear all the time. So this was local produce. And now I want these areas being residential, and for residential, hold on, no, not self-sufficient, no, the other thing, going in here and then switch the style to European, because this is kind of supposed to be an older village, so we are going to, you know, zone all of this. Because at some point we need people in the city again. And what better thing to do than actually zoning high density. Actually, I don't want these. Those suck. That's also not cool. Something like this, right? Actually could do that up until there, I guess. Okay, now we have some places where we could put in little parks and such. Let's put a nice park in here. Something like dog park. Yeah. And then lots of... That's a 2x2. That's a... More parking or no, a bench. There we have another 2x2. Let's put in... Yeah, parking. So now they are bringing all these nice houses in. I really like them. So we have a bit more modernized beachfront, but then this old core of older houses, kind of. Let's make a little... something like that. And there is a 2x2 again. Let's give this a corner shop thing. And then again a little parking spot. So we have this weird angled kind of village feel there. As soon as this has grown up. Yeah, getting power, that's good. And now we can also, because that's a dog park, we can use some gravel roads. Ah, it hasn't used these, okay. Let's turn these off and go. Hold on. That's not the right color. This is supposed to be sand. You know what? Let's ignore that and put in these. Because the dog park is no park where we can actually connect to. Let's pull in another one from there. Straight. Hold on. Like such. And these are then going to be bigger units again. And then take a few nice big bushes and small beeches and elders. making that a bit pretty. So now we have tourism, we have office, we have what's that? What are you? Grow pair vegetable. No. 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 So let's see. Let's continue our growing spree here. This is. Let's not do that, and instead, how about we place another burger thing there? Then go like such. I like that place, and I like that place, and office here. I need to do something about this corner though. Let's put in a little swing and parking. Won't let me do parking here, but we can do that stuff. And then let's see what this is. I think we can zone that and that, and then put something there. Can we though? No, it wants. Haha. So definitely we have some growth here. People moving in. Let's check leisure. Parks. So we have kind of the park density. They are pretty happy. Now what we still need is, for example, a post office. Oh well, no, we have a post office on the hill. Yeah. That should do nicely. Do we have post coverage? Kind of. Let's check this building. Postal service 10%. Oh. That's not too nice. So eventually we need a post office here. But this means that we do not need a post office up there. Because then we are going to place another one on this settlement. Yeah, well, we could move that when it's done. So this has improved. This has improved. How is public transport here? Fire and police. And we don't have any school. I want to have a small community school in here. But not having fire, I mean the fire service is up there. Do they have health care? Let's check. Healthcare 50%, desk care 9. Hold on, what's wrong with the water? Yeah, let me quickly fix that. Should work. So we need desk care in here. Let's quickly check. We could put desk care in here. Or there. Let's put it there. And then we have this elongated thing where nothing is. I want to put in a longer-ish park. That one, and then move that. Turn this around a bit. Move it a bit to the back. And then let's draw another pass through there. Like this. And then more trees. The advantage of using a park there is that we actually get the entertainment bonus from the park. Because this being an asset that actually has 50 entertainment, we get that. We wouldn't have gotten that if we just would have placed the paths and the trees. I like how this turns out. City is growing by 316, 200 something. Ooh. Oh, chat. Fine, green man. Only 7 hours, 700 hours left their mark. Oh. So you stopped after 700 hours? That's pretty much nothing for that game, kind of, I feel. Well, not going to judge. I'm just saying, like, this game kind of captivated me for, I think, 3000. Not actually sure. I would have to check Steam right now. I'm just, you know, building something at this scale. Yeah. You probably get the idea. And there is another big project waiting for us. Now we are doing this little thing here. Now, since this is a fishing village, I want, of course, to add some fishies. So we are taking this fish harbor and put that... Actually, let's build a little quay, shall we? A little, you know. Let's take this height, make this that size, and then go out like that. Kind of. like such. And then put the fishing thing right there. Okay, it won't let me, so let's put it there and then move it to get it there. Like that. No, stay there. Like such. And then we need a little road connection. Just gonna plonk that in there. And actually we do not need these roads to be bicycle roads, to be honest. Okay, we are having power issues. Let's fix those. How to fix those? I guess we better fix those by just pulling out a big wire from there over there over here, and that should do it. Are we getting power now? Yes. Cool. Because we got enough power in the city, like, come on. So, we have garbage collection. Let's see, garbage collection. We have healthcare, desk care, fire, police, elementary, middle school, university, alright, yeah. Public transport, 0%, not cool. Post service, alright. Entertainment. Yeah, garbage collection is definitely going to reach over here. Because they are driving, like they are sitting here. They can easily get into here. Even though the roads don't show it, they can definitely get there. So we have this community school. We have the big medical hospital up there. We have desk care here. Probably don't need desk care over there. So desk care and postal service, we are going to move. Let's check fire. So it reaches into here, so it reaches this little piece as well. And police as well. Yeah, that's totally alright. Now let's check. I want this to be again high density something, and then a little park here. The question is, what is this? I don't know. Let's put in, I think the 3x4 is alright. That's so weird, like what's going on here? We could actually continue this road back there. Let's do that. Hold on. There we go. Let's make this a straight. And then without angle. Something like that. Let's quickly check water. Yes. Would totally work. Let's not do that. And instead do little what are you? Let's give you a little something of that and then a bench. A bench with a tree. And in here a small plaza maybe. And that thing being a 1x1 park. So this is coming together quite nicely. Actually, I would like to connect these. How is this line doing? Doing all right, I feel. Yeah, a lot of traffic up there. So what's going on here? Did you see that? I love the game, but at one point I always get overwhelmed or bored. I don't know what it is and why it's like that. It's pretty sad. I never got a big city enough to reach over 90k. Yeah, let's say at the beginnings, the game is pretty simple, and later on, after you have, you know, gotten over the 130k mark thing, it is becoming easier again. We still have to play a little whack-a-mole. Let's make this an historic building, and that, and that. And then let's whack-a-mole that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And eventually we could also draw another 1x4, you know, to get more of these stands. Because I really want this to be a little market thing, kind of. So, yeah. Yeah, that bus was like, I don't know, kinda undecided. Where is it, by the way? Back in the station, I guess. Ah, here it comes. So has picked up 30 and bringing them down there. Good. Yeah, but 41 waiting. So we definitely need more. Let's increase that to 4 buses. Okay, nice. We got some neat hotels, like this neat stretch of small shops and offices, and me likes. So, for the beach side, so we have big housing area back there. Let's actually quickly check on that because I want to know. Yeah, this is probably going to tell us something. So we have households 310, population 800 something. So if we could get like 1.5K people in here, that would be awesome. Let me quickly tune down, because that actually, let's switch that song because I don't like it right now. Let's turn that back to the beginning, but then hop to the next one. No. Yeah, that's good. What is my wander past 10 place doing? You are talking about that thing? What are you talking about? By the way, let's quickly check. That still didn't update. Hold on. Why is that not showing anymore? Don't get it. I had all of this plastered in these tiles, but some of them are not showing anymore. Mod issues probably. My wander pass. You mean on the island? What has happened here? Hold on. I hate this, that those buildings are... Even though they were placed with anarchy, they still... Anyway. Doesn't help anything. Mein Wanderweg Zeltplatz. Wanderweg Zeltplatz. Wanderweg Zeltplatz. Ah! Are you talking about that thing? Like what we did like 2 streams before, when we did this hillside area and that riverside thing with the park here. I have a cabin here. Is there a... Actually, let's see. What are the park infos? So... we have the entertainment. We are slowly getting visitors. So that is going to level up someone. Did you mean that? Okay, back to today's topic, I guess. Lacking power. I understand. Let's actually zone a little bit of smaller commercial here. Let's do such a thing and a parking spot here. Should that... So this is growing. As soon as this is growing, that should work out, I guess. Let's pick a... Let's see. What do we have? How about a skate park? Like beaches and skate parks are kind of... yeah. Not working. Probably more on the other side, I guess. Or maybe there. So this should... Yes. Now it has power. Okay. Now we need to put in a fishing route. So we start off here. And you are now complaining about that this is on land. Yes, sure. Let's quickly fix that. Like such. Okay, but now we can build. Am I right? Yes. So... Actually, should we check what kind of fish we are getting? This is all anchovies. Let's get some salmon as well. And then let's make a big turn. Let's follow this guy and see like how much percent he gets. Catching anchovy, all right. 10% full already. Are you going to catch some salmon as well? Like that would be 50% or something. %. 24, so this 30% anchovy, and then we have this root for salmon. No tuna and nothing else here, like tuna and such is just here. Shellfish and tuna, right? Fish loaded 40% anchovies. Catching shellfish. So that shellfish and anchovy and salmon and tuna are on the other thing. Okay. But that's alright, I guess. I mean, all we need... That's 57, 60... $66. This is definitely going to be 100% when it returns. Yeah. No issue at all. So catching about, you know, half kind of. A little bit more anchovy, but that's alright. So where are we? 92, 93. Should return at around 100%. Yeah, definitely not the most effective, but it's alright. So, because we need this to be delivered there. Fish sold last week, yada yada. And when we are doing this little cove, we also need to place down another one of these. So now the question is, how should we... I mean, we have the people, we have the entertainment. I'm wondering now if we should add a little bit more of those hotels. Especially like this small hotel for... Hello? Yes. Something like that. And one probably not too close to the fishing, I guess. Budget, no, town hotel. That was the budget, right? Yes. So we also want a town hotel. We need to check though if they feel alright here. Because we do not want to ruin our... Sightseeing is lacking. Okay, sightseeing is okay here. Commercial is lacking. Sightseeing, commercial and offices are lacking. You know what? We don't need you. Go away. But that one is a good one. So a bit more commercial and we should be good. Let's do that. Let's put in one of these, and here One of these. One of these. One of this. Ah, so we are having trash issues. Huh. Let's see, what can we do about this? I mean, we could always place another one here. Question is, should we eventually put one there? I mean, the best option would probably putting one of these that would be funny. I kind of want to tuck this away a bit, but the landscape won't let me in here. I could put it here. It would have then further reach in here. I mean, we could put it back there. No problem. Actually, let's put it behind the fish market, because the fish market, as far as I know, also does some no pollution, but a little bit of noise pollution. So let's put one of those recycling centers back here and then have some offices or something in front of it. Hold on. Nodes, segments, buildings. Like such. Okay, you have to go. Actually, why not? Why not having one of the more modern thingies in there? And also that one, I kind of like that. Because who says it has to be like an old market? It could have been modernized. I like this look, you know. But maybe we can... Let's actually... Let's yes. So this one. Let's have one of these. One of these pop soda thingies. And an ice cream. What's that? Ice cream parlor? Oh no, that's a big one. So ice. That's the shield. Dang. What this game relates all to ice, that is horrendous. Ah, there we go. Ice cream truck. Like around like this, a bit further back. Then having this like such. And I also like this ice cream stand. Actually, the stand we could put somewhere else. But there was this ice cream shield. Let's try if we can get that. Because that was funny as well. Yeah, that one. What do you say? Hey, Bakunaba, how's it going? Ah, so that was what you were seeking, Stefan. Okay, yeah. So, let's play Whack-A-Mole again. Not working, no. I like to keep these, but I want more of the tents here. So, Bakunawa, just for your information, last stream we did that bit, and today we are doing this bit. So this hotel was alright, I love it. And that one was missing entertainment. Let's help it out with that. Volleyball. No. That one. Me likes. And then let's also have one of those tourist cafes. Sidewalk restaurant, sidewalk coffee. I mean, why not? Now that should be good again. Not entirely, but we're getting there. So for the beach, I am thinking... Now, first of all, let's do small housing here. Just because I haven't done that in a while. So pretty much we just have this one main street and then small houses at the back towards the beach. No, not that one. Let's put a small park there. Parking spot or bench? I go for bench. Ah, we should have specified which kind of small buildings we want. So this is going to become Art Deco again. Well, when they are leveling up, we are getting... Oh, what do we have here? This is the ice... palancing. I like. Okay. And now maybe a little bit more. First of all, let's zone this. Hold on, let me draw a thing around that. Oh, this is going to become a nuisance. Like, can we agree that you both may live here? No? But I want you to. Ah, now this works. Okay. And then we are going to make this dense commercial and giving this hold on, we need to give this the Chestnut Heights default style modern city center. And here I want wall-to-wall residential. And then we go like residential here. Cutting this. Actually doing also wall-to-wall office and then placing a few more. Oh, nah. Let's cut this off here. Expand this a bit. Expand this out like such. So now we should get. Hello? Yeah, we should get wall-to-wall buildings here. And then we are going to continue with small businesses. Actually, how about a little officing in between? Like, why not? So this is going to be a real shopping center kind of thing. Actually, let's redo that. Let's give this like such. And then like such. I love this modern city center look. And probably like right next to the market. So this is the more historic part, and then we have this modern part next to it. I kind of like that. Let's actually... Can we... We could, but I don't want to. You're going to fill this up still? If we would have some graffiti, that would be cool on these sides, you know. For now, let's just place some trees there. Ta-da. Yeah, I like. What do you say? So we got quite the amount of traffic going up and down here. That's post trucks and all. How is our bus line doing? Yeah, not too bad. I mean, after the first stop, we still have 18 people in there. That's cool. So next stop is around here. So has collected 17 already. So 3 more left. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. I love it. By the way, as I am streaming, I probably should self-advertise a bit more. You know, the usual beg for likes and subscribes. So, what could we do to this front? I kinda like the idea of, let's see, what do we have here? We have no residential, wall-to-wall, and self-sufficient. Self-sufficient are more tech-like housing. So the question would be, what else would we have in regards of these? So downtown definitely not. European suburbia, modern city center, downtown. This wouldn't work. I think I'm just going with low density residentials. Like kinda biggerish ones. Bit spaced out. Not the biggest though. Actually, because we definitely have residential demand. So they are kind of sharing the beach with the tourists and then using passes. Does this actually make sense? Because I don't have any passes with which I could draw like invisible stuff. I have invisible pet passes let's see. Hold on. If we do that, I mean, I hope this works, kind of. But then they also need like something to explore on the beach, I guess. When did I get those? I mean, they are a great idea. If they work. No. Like such. Okay. And then we could do something like that. And that. And also going like this. I really can't remember when I got those. But if they are getting used, that would be awesome, because then we would have people walking along on the beach. And this means let's node segments no further than let's select all that. So just so we know where these passes are moving along. And then we could, for the first time ever, go into this menu. Ah, okay, done. And then place some props on the beach. For example, come on, scroll down. Why is it lagging? Hello. Whoa. Game has its 5 minutes again. Are you getting any interferences with those passes? No, because anarchy is on. Let's change that again. Ah, there we go. So that's good, because now I can actually see. Let's see, what is that? Let's turn it around. No. Props, decal surfaces. Is that a building actually? Like such. Tents. A watchtower. Actually, like this, am I right? No. Has to get out to the sea. And then like a small tent, chairs and tables. Alright, we need to turn that around as well. Like such. So then actually we have stuff going on, you know, the beach, which I really like. Ah, that's the surf shack. Yeah, that's so cool. Let me show you. There was a surf shack actually. Yeah, surfing. Volleyball ist da. Guckst du. But what I don't like about the volleyball field is that they are playing on pavement. I would have to make this all sand to actually work. So let's place this surf shop. Like that. And now we actually have a little beach thing going. I actually wonder if people are going to walk around on these passes. It would be really cute. Like, if they would do that, that would be awesome. And now I also wonder whether, like where the passes are, if I should use the surface painter tool for ruined gravel pavement. I can't draw sand though. This kinda sucks. Because then having like sand walkways back to the beach, and this should be like more of a boulevard kind of thing. So let's I think I have an idea here. Let's do these 2-lane with white sidewalks in order for getting, no, not one way. Is there a white sidewalks? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Here, white sidewalks. Yes. Actually, we probably should have a few more shops here, shouldn't we? Like for reals, because it's the beach promenade thing. Let's you, for example, you are becoming a shop. You are a shop already. You are becoming a shop, and you are becoming a shop. Same for you, and you, and you, and like that as well, and there, and there, and there, and there. No, there are passes to the beach. See, they are just invisible. I hope that they are going to use them, because then we would see people walking on these. I'm not sure that they will though. Because they have no incentive to walk here, you know. They could always walk along the street, which would be faster. Yeah, here there's like, I didn't select that. So yeah, if they do not want to get from here kind of to the fastest way, let's say over there, chances that they're picking these walkways are pretty slim. So I would have to add some kind of spawners or some point of interest for them to attract actually people, which I have not as assets. So that's the thing. Like, if we could place... So this needs a... Yeah. Now this actually would work, because this could attract people. Yeah, but yes. So the thing is, they need a road connection, not a pass connection. That sucks. So we would have to place things which would connect to passes. And academic statues or such stuff just wouldn't make sense. We could... Let's say we would go for nature and then put one of these viewing decks. So this would connect to a park pass. Maybe having such a grill thing, but these are again on gravel, which wouldn't make sense on Let's put that here. Building must be placed inside a park area or road connection. So that doesn't work either. So yeah, that's the thing. They have passes, but I have no way of making them use them. Sadly though. So how is this area doing? Population 1,200. That's cool. I like that. Actually, let's continue with this thing over here. And add more of these residentials. And a little shop there and a little shop there. And also on that side. So at some point the city center kind of decided to leave parts of the old town, but also having parts being renewed. Hold on, stuff is getting... Game is lagging again. Let's save that. Hello? Game? Save. we have a new super chat.
Gute Nacht, schau nicht schlecht aus.
Good night, Stefan. Sleep well in your bed, Gestell. Thanks for the super chat, mate. So, I'm just going to... Yeah, let's fill this up with low density commercial. Have a little house back here. A little office there. More low density housing here. Small shop there. Small office here. Not getting too big, like old core, modernized beachfront. Yeah. Okay. So we probably needed this recycling center. I get it. Let's see. This works. School is alright. That should be good though. I mean, you even have university. Like, what's with you guys? No university. University, yeah, but you still have the other two, so that's all right. I mean, you know. Then healthcare, 32%, 35%. That's cool. Desk care is all right. Fire. I mean, those probably are not going to grow to the extreme, I guess. They would require us to have... Actually, let's do that. Let's give them a little fire thing. And a little police thing, and then let's remove those from up there, you know. Like such. Put a thing here. More things there, more things there. And then let's have like small housing back here. Actually, this would be pretty quiet as well. Then let's make a parking thing over there. Like such. And do we have like a 1x4 park like such, and then one of these shady parks? Nah, it doesn't work. How about such a thing? So yeah, we have hotels in here. That's fine though. I really want to do something with that. Let's put in a 1x4 park here. And this house hopefully is going to grow as well. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. This turned out pretty nicely. I like this. Let's play a little bit of whack-a-mole with these. Actually, I like this one. That's cool. That's cool. And then we need a few trees. Where is it? Oh god. Can I? Options, forest brush, maintenance, reset panel position. Thank you. God. Size? Yes. That's perfect actually. Let's get into these crevices back there. And these backyards. That stuff. And this hillside here. And actually this centerpiece, definitely. So let's see what our buses are doing. It's all right. I guess we need one more. Like this. Then that should be it. How is this line doing? 32, 15, that's all right. You are bringing back 27, yes. Yeah, we need... Yeah, it's good we added another bus. I mean, this is such a small area. Still, it has its thing going. So, but since we now added police and fire down here, we probably do not need those humongous stations. So I would like instantly do something about them. Like, we do not need the desk here up here anymore. We do not need those big police and fire stations and the post office as well. So let's post office. Let's quickly get rid of these trees. Like such. And then we go like, if police and fire would be in this curve, I want to have like a little... Should we do it that way? Yes. Like such. And then place police station. And fire station. Like such. Then we can delete those big ones. Because that should totally work out. Let's see. Definitely. Yes, 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 yes. And then rather have... I mean, we probably need one more in this area. That would work as well. So, now same goes for the post office. We want one post office to supply... Let's put that there. And then have a little pass coming up from there. So now we have moved the post office. Cool. So a little shop here. Corner shop. And there. Then parking maybe. Small one. Over yonder. And a do we have... Yes. Like... That doesn't look right. Okay, what else do we not need? Let's move the desk here over here as well. Can you... So building that into the hillside... I mean, why not? Now we should have med care is available. Desk care is totally available. I mean, we could get rid of the big hospital and actually place a small clinic there. That would totally do as well. Yeah. Let's go small, I guess. Plans are there to change, am I right? So where to put that? Would that work? Let's see. How about... I mean, yeah. Breaking that up a bit, yes, perfectly. No, I like this one. No. I want to keep this one. I mean, if everything fails, I could still put like parking spots there, but I am still having hope. Oh no, stop lagging. Want to put something on that road here. Can we do that? And even if it's just a parking thing. Move that, and then because now this thing is blocked, I'm going in here and reset its object, and now you can see that this is available again. So what did we zone here? Commercial. So now this entire area is leveling up. That's good. So now we have healthcare, we have desk care, we have fire, we have police, we have schooling, we have high school, kind of, university, you know. It's in the city, so stop complaining. Over there, big campus, like, you just need to get over there. You complaining about missing lacking university? Yeah, come on. We have lots of electricity going, good. So now with the hospital gone here, let's see how far. Okay, it reaches up the street, but now we need another hospital, another clinic here. Let's do that. One of these. Yes. Actually, let's pull this node further out. Then put the clinic there. And then pull this back in. Like such. So now we have space for shops. Now let me check. Yes. Healthcare should be alright. I mean, it's on the hill, not down there. Eventually we should have placed it down there. Same for police and thingy, because like if we place them here and there, they would cover this area as well. I guess. That scale is cool. That works, definitely works. What else? Elementary school works. How full is that, by the way? That's alright, I guess. Like 2, yeah. I mean, it's a small settlement, so it totally works. So we do not need a school up there. What we need, though, we have that thing. And it's a good thing we used because this has longer range. Let's get rid of the names. I mean, they still have a solid 50-something%. Since that is right next to the station. That should work out. That really should work out. So, we've been moving a lot of stuff. I actually think, you know what, it is time to play a little bit with Traffic Manager and make people stop parking here. I mean, nah, you may park in the side streets. I just don't like it here, where it's so busy. Let's quickly check our bus route. Just because we really want to have this nailed down. Oh, bus just arrived, so lots of people are traveling over there. Yeah, it's getting better. Yeah, that's cool. Still 15 in here when the bus reaches that spot. That's so cool. And you are collecting, having still 0. Yeah, I mean, people have to walk a bit to get to the bus. I get it. But I mean, okay, here they left the bus, so from now on it's collecting. That's all right. Coming in with 17, taking away 30. That works. Like, they're probably not getting bored anytime soon. So what does that tool say? Metro line, that's all alright. I can live with that. Oh, so you're just coming out of the ground here? Probably I really should add one more bus. Yeah, let's do that. Actually wondering if we should have a second bus line going down there, you know, to just a different spot. Let me know in the comments. So, now, you know, all good things have to end somewhere. So I'm going to close this episode. I think what we got is pretty nice. I mean, it's a nice mix of, you know, a high-rise in between, a modern shopping center, an old, you know, residential district, you know, modern fish market kind of thing, a marketplace, nice beachfront, shipping piers. Yeah, I think it kind of got it all. Just wondering, what are you complaining about? Not enough customers. Huh. You know what? I can help you with that. How about that? Yeah, nice little village. Kind of weird looking. Let's try to re-establish the same screenshot that I had on the thumbnail. Kind of like this. Yeah, let's make a screenshot. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you liked it, and we see each other